Y'all, what an abundance of dandelions that I was able to harvest from my yard. They are just growing everywhere. I did harvest a bunch of it in the spring, and now late summer, because the weather has cooled down quite a bit, it has grown tremendously. So I was able to double up on my harvest. As you can see, I've already loaded up the dehydrator, and this dehydrator is 8 trays. So I'm going to fill this all up, and I'm going to do it again when this is all done. I'm going to let it go overnight, which would sort of speed up the process for me. So what I'm going to do is remove these roots right here, because the roots also have medicinal benefits, and I'm going to process them separately. And if you notice in here, you're seeing different varieties of dandelion. The colors are beautiful, they're nice and fresh, but I must tell you that this work cleaning them up is tedious. I have to get all the rotted leaves out, all the dried out leaves, clean it up nicely, make sure there's no mud, no debris in there before I'm able to put them in the dehydrator and process them. Now, these are some of the roots that I've already separated. They're going to be processed differently, like I said, because they require a different processing time from the leaves. With the leaves, I process them whole, but with the roots here, I cut them up in slices so that they're easier to process. All right, now these here are the dandelion greens that I harvested and processed last year. And as you can see, that's almost done. I have some roots here still that's also processed. And I keep these in the refrigerator so that way they stay nice and fresh while I'm using them. I incorporate the dandelions in my diet because they contain medicinal benefits. They're free, of course, because they grow in my yard. I don't use any chemicals or any type of unnatural substances on my property. So these, even though they come up on their own and we call them weeds sometimes, they're safe to consume. Now, the dandelion can also be used as a coffee substitute. Just like you have the bitter taste of coffee, the dandelion is also bitter, and bitters are good for the body. It's cleansing, and there's a whole host of medicinal benefits in this herb that you should look into. And if you have it growing in your yard or in your garden, you should be curious enough to explore the benefits that dandelion hosts. I enjoy being able to harvest this abundant herb, which is full of medicinal benefits, simply because it grows on its own once it goes to flower, and that tumbleweed is taken by the wind. It grows everywhere, and this is why I also harvest the entire plant, because it's a great way of being able to control the amount of dandelions, especially growing in places that you don't necessarily want them growing in, because the seeds will do its job. It will reseed itself, and you don't have to put in any such work as to growing them. I hope you enjoyed this video and you find this information helpful. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next upload.